Happy March. Hopefully this finds everyone doing well. And March is coming in like a lion here in Minnesota. So hopefully it goes out like a lamb. But it's been a long, long winter. We've been joking all February about it being the shortest month, but it seems like it's been the longest. But hopefully everybody is having a better day today than we're having today with more snow. But another thing that we're going to try to do today and hopefully share with you is we've got a session with a local school with their entrepreneur class, and so they wanted to come and talk to us and find out a little bit of how did Americans start. I think they really want to care about Mr. Z's Pizza and the Dry Dock Bar, maybe more than American. But we're going to share some thoughts of that or snippets of that as we go along today in this month's video. The marketplace has to be in your favor, and timing is everything. And never underestimate the power of dumb luck. And so you don't have to have all the smartest ideas in the world, but you got to be smart enough to figure out how you solve a problem or do a solution for somebody that's got a problem. And so fortunately what we do is really all problem solving. It's not about products, it's about somebody's source of pain, somebody's time waster, and that's our job. So at this stage, and the kind of the way I started at the very beginning was that say I'm not here to tell you how you're going to buy from Larry or American, but how would you like to? What are the things that you're doing today? Because all the stuff we sell is like toilet paper. You buy it from somebody, you haven't been holding your breath waiting for me to show up, so you're buying it from somebody. But you're buying it from a lot of people, where our job is to try to use technology and consolidate it, make your life easier so you get rid of touches and you save hard and soft dollars. At the end of the day, you're more efficient. I worked for NCR right out of college in Minneapolis selling printing and supplies, toner, cassettes, and ribbons and things like that, and paper, and all kinds of custom printing. But I did that for a year and a half. Then I got the brain fart to come out to Glenwood here and start Mr. Z's Pizza in 1973 in the Dry Dock Bar, which was right upstairs, and then the Dry Dock Bar down here. And we were Jake's Pizza and Angelina's were the only two pizza places up in Alec. And we had a pizza place that was in a house on the way by Golf Course Road here in Glenwood. And we bought their equipment, moved it in here, and that's how it started. And so that was the start. And then
what did you guys do to sell pizzas? Like what was?
Oh, was this a restaurant, right?
It was a restaurant.
Yeah, all we did is
now you can get pizza anywhere.
totally weird.
Yeah,
Totally weird. Now you get pizza everywhere.
Yeah, but at that time it was just
Right. We opened at 4 o'clock and we closed at 10 o'clock, and then on the weekends we closed at like midnight or 1 o'clock. And winter months like this, other than game nights, we'd make $10 a night. And so it was, it was a new food. We only had 3 sizes. We only had 5 or 6 different. I don't have the menu's right here. There's a very few things, very limited menu, and 3 or 4 sandwiches, and that's how we got started. In 1980, Diane told me, "So this thing you talk about all the time, said either do it or shut up." And so the rest is history. It's all done.
It's that easy.
So I went to Schwann's down in Marshall, which was my biggest customer at that time for NCR, and said, "Do you buy from me or do you buy from NCR?" "Well, we buy from you." Okay, so it's a personal business. It's still people in technology today, but it's always a people business. I don't care what they say. When the internet came through, they were going to get rid of all the salespeople. Never happened. It's a great tool, but it doesn't eliminate the human side of the business. People still want to work with people and still buy things. The millennials went through that for a while, where they didn't want to see you doing your mail route, where you saw them every week. They want to text and whatever. That's changing a little bit. Now they know that you got to build some relationships and you got to get a little deeper. So the mode of communicating still is a lot of text, and fax machines are dead, and all the things that I grew up with, the calling card and the pay phone. You don't know those either. Yeah? So in 81 we started, and we had about 20 salespeople, and it was 89, 90, and then Phil Stumpf, who was right across the street in his office, does promo. He joined us. That was the first promotional person that came on board. Our 20 forms guy said, "Well, I'm not going to sell that promo stuff. That's trinkets and trash." And kind of at that time it wasn't a really big thing. It wasn't about branding. It wasn't a thing that people thought of. So I said, "Well, we're going to be American Business Forms," because I'm living the American dream. This is what the world's entrepreneurship's all about. This is what our country's all about. Being able to do things, create things, and have control of everything. Because I keep telling our people, everything begins and ends with the face in the mirror. You got nobody to complain about or bitch about.
Yeah.
You look in the mirror, because whatever's going to happen is that face in the mirror. And that's your starting point. So the next thing is, when you're looking for a business or you're looking for an idea, what do you like? Because if you don't like what you're doing, I don't care how good it is, sooner or later it becomes work. So I like people. I like going out there. That's why I hit the pizza place. But that was the best part, because you always saw people and you were dealing with people. But I also like the fact that when I was selling printing and supplies and the things we do today, they do it every day. If I try to sell a car, maybe the guy does it once in a lifetime or once every 10 years. Or if I sell a computer, the same thing. It's big ticket stuff. You got to twist a lot of arms and so. Our stuff, I walk in and say, do you buy any, you need any diskettes, you need any ribs, and you always lead with a supply item, because they didn't care if you were the first call, first time they saw you, or the third time, they always bought it. And if there was ever going to give somebody new a try, it's going to be on something that there's little risk to them. They're not going to do a custom thing or a big thing and all of a sudden they don't have payroll checks. That's not going to happen. So, but they would buy a box of paper, because if it doesn't work out and Larry's paper's crummy, I'll just send it back to him and get it from my regular supplier. And you find that after the customer gets 3 or 4 invoices and they've paid you, you are now a vendor. You're in their system. And so that's how I kind of worked it in through the path of least resistance. And